Um, and I just want to talk about anything and everything, you guys. I posted a picture. I'm on this chat um with the Kundalini. Um, and I did a thing on the Kundalini energy and what is Kundalini, right? And my Kundalini experience that I had, it actually happened through trauma. Okay, trauma. When my father died, um, a lot of people seek out the Kundalini. Okay. One guy actually said that I was possessed, you guys, because I showed the picture of my father um when he showed himself to me. Um, and it was interesting the response back that I got, you guys, okay? It was very interesting. People have really do not understand Kundalini at all, okay? Um, they interpret they interpret Kundalini as awakening. Yes, it is awakening, but it's also um not sexual. Okay, people think it's sexual. Okay, it's not. Um, and I feel like a lot of times the Kundalini actually happens when there's trauma. Okay, trauma, and there's people that practice yoga. Okay, and they never have this Kundalini experience is because um it's not what they think it is. That's the problem. Okay, you have to completely um be free from anything. Okay, and free from um your conscience, your subconscious, and really be open to receive information. Okay, that is a part of the process, and also the death and rebirth process. Okay, it happens over and over and over. Okay, it doesn't just happen one time. When I talk about death and rebirth happens plenty of times. Okay, um, and it's a natural process that has to happen. Okay, and then one lady was talking about I was in my ego, which I found that was very interesting. I don't feel like I'm egotistic. Um, let's Google ego, right? Because what is ego? Okay, the meaning of ego death. Okay, let's say ego death. Okay, or ego. A ego death is complete loss of subject and self identification. Okay, the term is used in various intertwined contexts, which relate to meanings. Okay, so actually, like a psychic will say, a death and rebirth, right? So complete loss of subjective self-identification. So that is a complete breakdown of who you are. Okay, who you think you are. Okay, that is a death of the ego. Okay, um, and I find it a lot really interesting because um, people that are Reiki healers, because I've listened to some, and I'm just like, what they're speaking is straight bullshit. Okay, straight bullshit. The reason why I say this is because a lot of these Reiki healers, it's not all of them, it's some of them. Um, they have to let go of self, their self identification, okay, their complete self, okay, complete loss of subject. So you are the subject, okay, you have to completely be lost, okay, with your self identification, okay, of who you really are, okay, because what's happening is at we're in the and this may sound crazy, okay, um there is so much so many dimensions going on, and we are in different places at one time. Okay, yes, we are in different places at one time. So the ego itself is letting go freely, understanding who you are. Okay, we do not know everything in life. I don't know everything in life. Okay, I go through the death and rebirth process multiple times in life. Okay, um, and I notice the death and rebirth looks different for different people. Um, the actual death and rebirth, when I first went through it, it's not pretty, because you actually are seeing who you actually are on a energetic and a soul level. And sometimes you don't like what you see, okay, and that's okay, right? The ego itself, um, and I find this very interesting. The ones that are quick to judge others have not let go of their ego. So for her to even say that showed me, and she's talking about she's on the 15th dimension, showed me that she hasn't let go of herself. Um, I never judge, never. Even if I know something is wrong, I still don't judge. I pay attention. Okay. The reason why is because in that moment, I'm learning something, right? So the best thing for us out here to do is to not judge, okay? Um, and also to heal, okay? The healing process does not happen overnight. It takes years. It takes years. You'll be healing for the rest of your life, okay? Um, if you think you have mastered life itself, you have not mastered life, okay? Um, and I always tell my son this. I said, one day you're the student. Like me growing up, I've always been the student. I'm never the master. I will always be the student. Okay. But I will get to a point in life where I can master myself. What I mean by master myself is master my emotions. Okay. Which I have in some ways. Knowing not to react. When you have that complete control of not responding and not reacting, that is a form of the death of the ego. Okay, because people could be actually throwing things at you physically, right? Throwing stones or throwing objects at you, right? And you can be sitting there and not even letting it phase you. That's a completely um total having self-control of emotions is amazing, you guys. Okay. I love it. Because it gives you power. You guys don't know how much power that we hold individually. Okay. We hold a lot of power. um we can influence, like you see in the superhero movies. I mean, you can make lights flicker, you can levitate, um you can consciously know what somebody's thinking, their thoughts. um it's an amazing feeling. But the death of the ego is the subject. The subject is us. Okay, you and I are the subject. um we don't know everything. And if somebody out here says they know everything, they're delusional, okay? Delusional, okay? Because we don't. This life is a school of learning, okay? But the school of learning is learning about yourself, not about others. And what you do with that afterwards, like I said, a lot of people are here to teach. Okay. When you become a teacher, you're still not a master. Okay. You're still the teacher. Okay. And you have the students that learn, and you're also learning too. You're always learning. It's a revolving door of learning. Okay. Um, so a lot of us um have the death and rebirth. I did a reading yesterday and I talked about this. the death and rebirth. It's a process that we go through multiple times. Okay, it doesn't happen just one time. Okay, it's multiple times the death and rebirth process. Okay, sometimes it is very uncomfortable. Okay, um, and sometimes it gets to a point where you're so used to it. Okay, so it can look different on different people. Okay, what else I want to talk about? I have somebody that subscribes to my channel. Her name is Margaret. Um, I want her to reach out to me. I have got some plants, some herbs that I want to send her. Okay. Um, wow. Okay. I have some plants for you, Margaret. Some herbs. And I have a medicine pouch. Okay. Medicine pouches. Um, it's hard to find the medicine pouches, but Margaret, I got a medicine pouch for you. 11 on the clock. The angels are speaking, the ancestors. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about, the ancestors. Um, I did a read yesterday on China Black and her mother, and I was going to do another read on her mother, but I was told not to. When I seen her in the video, and I'm gonna say entertainment purposes, okay? Um, the way she see when I say the healing is not just the healing of the father, it's the healing of the mother. The trauma, the energetic trauma is from the mother and the father. People always say it's the father. It's no, it's the mother and the father. There's an energetic trauma that is happening with Black China. Okay. And when I was doing the reading, it was interesting because what I seen was the death and rebirth. And she was actually going through the death and rebirth because the demon showed itself, right? So when she got saved, you guys, it's because of what she's seen. Okay. And this demon was tormenting her. They do that, but the thing is you can't fear them. Okay, because they try to make you to manipulate the energy. Okay. But you can actually manipulate the energy. Okay, you're more stronger than they are. Okay. So you gotta understand we can actually manipulate energy. Okay. Yes, we can manipulate energy in a good way. Um, oh, wow. I have also a prescriber, and she always says, "How do you get these pictures of?" I had, I was, I was walking on a trail, and there was this orb that was following me, right? And it was actually a cat, right? So my daughter had a cat, but her cat was Pickles, was here, but this cat was energetically. What happens is energetically in space, even in dimensions, our energy is left. Okay. So what happened was, I don't know this cat. I have the picture of the cat, you guys. It was green. Okay. Um, and I would took the picture and it wasn't there in the physical realm. Okay. It was there in the spiritual realm, the metaphysical. Okay. So I asked myself, I never had cats. Okay. So I did a reading and I did a reading on Aries, and it talked about the pharaohs, and I was always drawn to Egyptian. Okay, this is why I tell you guys, um, what happens in our past lives, we have to heal because it comes with us in our present. If that makes sense, our past lives follow us to the present. You guys, I can't even make this up. Okay, so this is what we see playing out with a lot of us. When we don't heal that energetic trauma from our past lives, because some of us can't even remember our past lives, okay? It follows us to our present, okay? And what I mean by it follows us to our present is I'm going to get back to Black China and her mother because it's very interesting because um, the trauma, it's energetic trauma. Um, Her grandmother showed up in my read yesterday, and she kept saying to call her in Spanish, okay, not in English, in Spanish. which I would call my grandma abuela. And then my Spanish is not really good, you guys. Okay. But my abuela always spoke in Spanish. She never spoke in English. She was really old school. And so when I was seeing the video of China, Black China, but she doesn't want to be called by Black China. Okay, that was um her alter ego and also the demon. Okay, that was following her. Okay, she wants to be called by her name. Okay, um, and she does want to heal. But what's happening is when I seen her grandma showed up, her grandma was telling me to call her grandma. You guys, um, what a loving soul her grandmother was. But the mother has a lot of healing. Okay, the mother needs to see mother is from the Dominican Republic. I want to tell you guys something. The mother has Taino and Arawak and Carib descent. Okay, the lady that I seen behind her, okay, was Native American. Okay, um, I don't know if she was Arawak. I don't know if she was Taino. I don't know if she was Carib. Okay, Carib. But her ancestors are very strong. So what happens is they walk with us. They walk amongst us. Okay, every day in our lives. Okay, so I was watching um Black China. Okay, and it was so interesting. The mother, hold on, you guys. The mother's grandma was standing behind her. Her ancestors are there. Okay, so for Black China, her mother, her name is Shalon Hunter. She needs to go see a real if she's watching me today, okay. Um the ancestors are calling Angela Renee White, that is Black China, okay. Um her mother, there has to be some healing here, okay. So I was gonna do a read on the mother and the ancestors told me no. Okay. When they speak, I listen. Okay. Um, and also with the ancestors, that is not the ancestors. Let me tell you guys, when I say I'm speaking to my ancestors or the ones that passed before me, when we speak to the ancestors, that is not evil. Okay. We have been speaking to the ancestors before um for generations. Okay. It's normal. What happened was they indoctrinated us not to speak to our ancestors because they felt like it was evil, um, and it was not evil. Okay, that was a part of who we were. I speak to my ancestors every day, all day. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with speaking to the ancestors. Um, I never was taught in shells. I never was taught in cards. I can just read the energy. Um, I was self-taught. Nobody ever taught me. I have a lot of people that reach out to me um, from Africa that practice. It's called IFA. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. Um, they do reach out to me. Okay. Yes, they reach out to me. It's a religion. Okay. But basically, they speak to their ancestors. Okay. And I'm hearing Yoruba. Okay, which I have Yoruba descent in me, okay? Um, but they speak to the ancestors, okay? And I didn't even realize what I actually had pictures of all the people that passed before me, in front of me. So a lot of people have altars, and I didn't even realize that I actually had an altar because I had all the pictures. When you have the pictures on your desk, that is still considered a altar. Okay. I don't pray to them. I pray with them. Okay, to elevate me, my conscience and my subconscious. Um, and what I'm seeing with the healing for Black China, this healing she's going to have to take alone, the spiritual path. But the ancestors are there because the grandmom showed up and the grandfather. And then when I watched the video of her mother, the grandmother was behind her. So the ancestors are there. Okay. The ancestors have always been there. Okay. They are guiding their footsteps. Okay. So if the mother is watching me, she's going to have to go to a healer. Okay. A healer. And I know the mother is from DC. Okay. So if there's any healers, talk about real healers. Okay. Here. Um, and she can even go to DR. Okay. Dominican Republic, to her land, because I'm being told she needs to go to her motherland. Okay. Um, but grandma keeps saying go home. Okay. Even Black China needs to go home. Okay. And call on the ancestors because they walk with them. They walk with us. They walk with you and me every day. Okay. They speak to us. You just have to be willing to listen. Now, what I was to talk about? Oh, the Kundalini. Sometimes people's Kundalini comes activated when they go through trauma, and it can make you feel like you're going crazy. Okay. When my father showed up, I have the picture, you guys, on my timeline. You guys, they have been erasing some of my videos and my reads. 22, 22, 22. Okay, they have been erasing some of my they're telling me to look up 22, 22. They have been erasing some of my reads, especially the one I did about Dylan Morrison being a coming into this world as a male. Um, with the Idaho 4 case. Um, I did a read and I said it, and it's true. She was born a male. Okay. She was not born a female in this lifetime. So I did it. I was just getting out the shower, you guys, and I was pulling her energy, and she was born a male. Okay. I don't know if the fraternity knew that she was born a male. Dylan Morrison in the Idaho 4 killings. Okay. She had work done. Her sex was changed, but she was born a male. When I channel, you guys, sometimes it's very tiring when we channel, and we pull in on the energy. Becomes draining. It depends on what energies we're dealing with. Okay. So when I did the Idaho 4 case, my first case was Summer Lynn Wells case. Okay. That case will never leave me. Okay. Because she's not found. Okay. Um, and we don't know if she's out there. Okay. But I was sent the butterflies. Okay. The butterflies, the black butterfly specifically. I was sent the black butterfly. So that showed me something, but I don't want to keep talking about it. But she could be out there. I seen the route that there was children taken. She was not. There was multiple children. Okay, her hair being shaved. She did have lice, but it was like they were getting her ready for like a sacrifice, you guys. And I'm gonna say this is for entertainment purposes. Okay, but she was my very first case when I started my channel, and when you get true discernment, okay, true discernment, okay, you can't fake it. And to this day, when I first did her read, in one of my first videos, because I had so many videos that were taken down, that what I said has came true. Like the breaking the river in Africa. I seen like Moses days where you can actually walk like red part in the Red Sea. That has came true. The tornado in Mississippi, California has came true. There's so many things I predicted and they have came true. Okay. So I know um I have faith in the ancestors, okay? And when I looked up at the sky, there was a whole damn ocean above us, okay? And I may sound crazy, and that's okay, okay? Um, but healing, it starts with yourself, thyself, okay? Um, and always being in a quiet space because when you are distracted, you can't really process the information, okay? When I meditate, as soon as I get up, I meditate. No, you're right on time. Positive journey. Hey, positive journey. Yeah, I have predicted so much things, you guys, and I know um the higher echelons above are watching our channels. I know that. I've been gang stalked. You guys, it's really bad. And a lot of things that I say that that I've seen on the metaphysical that when I talk about past, present, or future that I'm seeing in the future is actually happening. Peace and blessings. It's real out here. Yeah, it is real out here. Positive journey. It's very real out here. I said about TikTok, they will be trying to take TikTok down, you guys. I said that. I said it, and look what's happening. I said about South America, the earthquake in Peru. I even said Peru. Okay, Peru and Ecuador. I have a book where I write. When I get the messages, I write. Okay, I write them down. Okay, and one day hopefully I can make a book. Okay, but I told you guys about the earthquake that was going to happen in South America, and it happened. Okay, I told you about the coastline of California, all the way down that coastline. Okay, that whole coastline is going to be gone. Okay, literally gone. All right. Remember when I have these and I how I get this information. I get it sometimes through my dream state. I also get it through my awakened state, if that's what you want to call it. And I just write. Okay, write like literally write. Um, and try to process it because sometimes I'm getting so much. And I feel like a lot of you guys too are getting so many downloads now because the veil is so thin. Okay, it's very thin. But the scene of the 2222 is saying there are angels ways of letting you know that good things are on their way. That means peace and even love are part of your future. You already have a partner that you love. Then it means more of what you love in your life is on its way. Okay. So a lot of you guys, the angels' ways of letting you know that good things are on their way. Okay. That means peace and even love are part of your future. If you already have a partner that you love, then it means more of what you love is your life is on its way. Okay. So that's just letting you know the angels are here, which I already knew they were here because they showed me the 111. Okay. They're always with us. The angels are with us. And normally the spirit guides, I emphasize this all the time, are the ancestors. Okay. Um, and I did a video, I'll never forget it, when I first started this YouTube channel about altars, you guys. And I sat at my desk and I looked in front of me and I seen all my past relatives that I had, their pictures in front of me. And I'm like, this is an altar. This is an altar. Like when you go to the church, you know, even if you go to church, that's an altar. Okay. Just the pictures alone is an altar. Um, And I would also did a video about gods and goddesses. We all in life, um, we carry with us our ancestors, and some of our ancestors have been god and goddesses. Okay, and what I mean by that is like I'm talking about pharaohs. I did a read on Aries and a pharaohs, like a pharaoh. I had many pharaohs that came through in my reads. I had Maat, I had Ra. Ra used to come around all the time when I first started doing readings. Um, and it was crazy. Ra, who else? His name. Um, and people don't speak about him. He came through my read. His wife came through my damn read. I mean, hold on. But I've always been I will be going to Egypt one day, you guys. I told you guys I've a member of a Coptic Orthodox church, and I remember but I'm gonna talk about this one Egyptian pharaoh that keeps coming through my reads. Okay. Um when I went to the church, the pastor, his name is Father Bona. It's Egyptian name, okay, but you gotta understand the Egyptians that are in Egypt now was taken over by two different ethnic groups. So the Egyptians that we see are not the real Egyptians. The real Egyptians are like the Sudan, people from Sudan, okay? And there's other parts of Africa, okay? They were darker, okay? Like my complexion are darker, okay? But anyways, that's why they cut off the nose of the pharaohs, okay? Because they didn't want people to know the truth of the pharaohs. That was my mother just calling. She just made it to Jamaica. But anyways, there was an Egyptian pharaoh that kept showing himself. Hold on. And his name starts with a T. He showed himself in my reading. I'm gonna tell you his name. For you guys. Yeah, that was my mom. She just landed in Jamaica, and I told her to call me and text me, but I will call her back. His name is. He showed up in my read. Okay, his name is a couple people, a couple pharaohs, but I'm gonna see name the ones that keep showing up in my read. Um, I don't even know how to say their names. Ham, Han, Hanasips, showed up. Who else showed up? Thomas showed up. Ross showed up. There's somebody's son. Oh, Am, Amath, Amathin showed up in my read. Okay. A lot of these pharaohs are showing up in my read, you guys. Um, so anyways, I went to the church and the Father Buna said to me, he said, do you know what Coptic means? So why do you want to be a member of a Coptic church? And I said, Coptic just means Egyptian. Okay, that's what Coptic means, Egyptian. Okay. The Orthodox Church is the oldest church, you guys. There's a church actually in Alexandria, and I always talk about this church because it's so important. This church actually, I believe, is the site where a lot of things took place. Um, because I'm actually visualizing this site. Okay, now I've never been there, but I'm going to make sure that I get to Alexandria for a reason, and up the upper part, the other Egyptian. pyramids because the ones that they show, there's more. The original ones are up farther. Okay. Now, I was doing a read on Aries, and I actually was seeing the Valley of the Dead. Okay. Now, Coptic just means Egyptian. Okay. That's all it means. Egyptian. That's it. Okay. But anyway, so I had to take a 2-week course. Actually, like I told you guys, I've been to many churches. I've been to all kind of churches on my spiritual journey. And I remember the one I like the most, I was raised in the Catholic, and I really wasn't, I would say we were more spiritual than anything, both sides of my family. And like I said, I've been to Baptist, I've been to Pentecostal, I've been to all churches. Okay. But the last church that the two last churches was Geno Jennings of Philadelphia, his church. They try to off him many times, okay? They're still trying to off this man. Um and also the Coptic church, okay? Um and I took a class, a 2-week class on the Coptic Orthodox religion. And the guy that was teaching the class, he was from Alexandria, and we kept talking about the church in Alexandria. There's people that come from all around the world to study in this church in Alexandria, Egypt. Okay. But anyways, so while I was doing a read on um Aries, it was so deep because um somebody that I was reading on and I was picking up the energy on, they were actually descendant of pharaohs. Okay, yes, descendant of pharaohs, actual pharaohs. And what's so interesting, and I'm going to bring up Cleopatra because to this day they cannot find Cleopatra's body. Okay. And when I was doing the read, they want me to stop, okay, saying what I was saying. And the reason why is because people that want to find like um, the Egyptian mummy bodies, their body, because they would take the gold with them, the spices with them to the next realm. Okay, so they were buried with these things. So people would steal like the gold and stuff like that. Okay, now it was really interesting because a couple weeks ago, Cleopatra, okay, Cleopatra ruled Egypt. Okay, now when I see the Sphinx, I see the Sphinx not as male but as female. Okay, female. Okay, as female. Okay, as female. The Sphinx as a female. I don't see it as a male. So, anyways, I was doing a read on the Aries, and I was pulling the mother, I was pulling the son, and the father. Okay, so it was very interesting how somebody that's on my page is actually descendant of the pharaohs. But I was always I've always since I was a little girl. So I don't know in my past life if I was in Egypt. I believe I was. I know I was in Africa because there's one dream that I have that I'm in Africa and I'm actually running with my baby. Okay, yes, with my child. Okay. This is a dream that I have multiple times. And um I think I know what part, um, but I want to be put under um to validate this. Okay. Um, but I have a baby. Okay. This is why a lot of people do past life um they call it past life regressions, because what happens is it follows us into this lifetime. Okay, yes, if we don't heal the trauma. And like I said, roles can be reversed. Okay, Roles can be reversed. Hold on, you guys. Roles can be reversed. My youngest was my actual mother. Yes, my youngest daughter was my mother in the past life. So roles can be reversed, you guys. Uh, when you come in the next time, and I believe what's happening is, like I said, in life, it is we never die. We have it's eternal. We live eternally. Okay. You might come in one time as a male. You might come in one time as a female. Okay. Then we also have people that come in with both sexes. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do a video on that because it's interesting because there's a pharaoh I want to talk about um, that I believe that came in with both parts. Okay. Um, but I will do a video on that. And I'm still gonna do the native read. I got the stuff for the native read. I'm just waiting till I move and I'm in where I'm supposed to be on the native land to do that read. Okay, on the missing Native American women that hold on, you guys. Because what they're doing to the Native women is crazy, right? Now I see them hunting them down. Um, I see them breeding, having these Native women breed, and also it's like a hunting game where rich people come and they watch. But you know how like you would hunt deers and stuff? They're actually hunting humans. Yes, hunting humans. For I'm saying for entertainment purposes. But I'm gonna do this read definitely on native land, and that is happening really soon. Okay. Um, but that is what I'm picking up. I've been picking that up since day one. Hey. Oh, you look pretty. Yeah, thanks. Yes. But that's my oldest daughter. Yeah, that is my oldest child. But if you guys want to chime in and talk about anything that is going on, because there is a lot going on, positive journey, not no, you're right on time. Peace and blessings. It's real out here. Yes, it is real out here. Uh we're in the time of Aquarius. So everything is gonna be revealed to us. People, places and things, remember? And also like nothing can be hidden anymore. Everything the veil is thin. Okay, so we're gonna see people, places, and things for what they really are. Okay, and also a lot of us are gonna be feeling really out of whack, feeling tired, like we just ran marathons and we didn't. Okay, um, what else is gonna happen during Aquarius? I think we're into Aquarius until 2024. So there's going to be a lot of natural disasters, which I said the one about the in Peru in South America, and I keep seeing Mexico. You guys, something in Mexico. I think they're. I advise you guys if you're traveling right now, be careful because they're kidnapping people for ransom. They just kidnapped somebody in Mexico, and they also kidnapped American in Haiti. So if you go to these places, you need to be eyes wide open. Okay, wide open. Watch your surroundings. Okay, use your senses, your intuition. Um, because a lot of times when you go to foreign countries, they know right away you're not from there. Okay, it could be from the clothes that you're wearing, how your hair is, how you speak, what your mannerism is. Okay, it could be anything. Okay, um, but people are doing this right now because they need money. Money, things are costing a lot, so people are doing stuff to get money, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. And kidnapping is one of them. Okay, they're kidnapping people, holding them for ransom to get money. Okay, um, yeah, my daughter's walking around. I have an idea that they want guys to have passports to leave our black. Hold on. My daughter's walking around because I gotta finish packing. Okay, I have an ideal that they want guys to have passports to leave our black alone and vulnerable. Um, what happened with? Are you talking about? Hold on. I have an ideal that they want guys to have passports and to leave our black alone and vulnerable. Well, what they're doing is they're going to do a new technology. It's called facial ID, and it's going to be on your phone. Okay, and you're not going to be able to travel. Black women. Oh, okay. I did a read on black women. Okay, um, you guys are going to understand. The black women. Okay, we're the portals. We bring life into this world. Okay, now the black women. A lot of things out here is when we talk um positive journey. I have an idea that they want guys to have passports to leave our black alone and vulnerable. Well, what's going to happen with the black communities is if something happens, what's going to happen with the inner city communities, they're going to be targeted first. Okay, targeted first. Yes, they will be targeted first. This is why people, you see more black women buying guns. Yes, guns. Okay, they actually have groups. I had somebody that asked me to join their group. um, Militias. Okay, I wouldn't. Militias is not a bad term. It's just that if something will happen as far as the government shut down, people are going to get to. They're going to become different groups. Like they're going to be um, looking out for each other. Okay, you ever see the movie The Hunger Games? Or what's the other movie? When people were like going into groups, like The Walking Dead, basically, people would get into community grouping. Okay, minorities are becoming more gun owners, in which I think that is good. I had a dream about that. Yep, positive journey. Your dream is right. You're right on target of what you're having dream. This is why I say that people need to get out of the inner cities. Okay, get out of the inner cities because they're going to target the inner cities. They're already messing with the water. They're messing with the food. Um, I had somebody tell me about the McDonald's food. I was getting sick, and somebody was telling me, and I really believe this is true now. That they're putting. I don't know how they're doing putting human. Because we're never supposed to be eating animals. We were never. If you look at it, animals was not a part of our diet. Okay. Um, but there was somebody was saying about animals. McDonald's was actually for entertainment purposes. I gotta say that so I don't get sued here because I'm not a rich person. I'm a poor person. The meat is synthetic meat. That's why Bill Gates is buying up all the farmland. Um, and also the meat is human meat. So I'm not. Where are they getting these human from that they're eating? Like actually. I don't eat McDonald's. Okay, I barely eat fast food. Okay, because it's making me made me sick a couple times, and I understand why. Huh? Thanks. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I like that. Your props. My daughter's a Taurus. All my kids were born in April, so I have two Aries and one Taurus. Oh, you were born in April? Oh, McDonald's. Did the McDonald's make you sick? Yeah, you guys stop eating these fast food. We don't know what they're putting in the meat. Okay. The meat is making people sick too with cancer. There's somebody that's on my page. There's somebody on my page, Margaret. I have herbs for her, and she's listening to me today. I have the medicine pouch. Um, I had a dream a lady was kidnapped, and you know the rest. Yes, 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 yes. I did a read on, I think it was Missouri, where there's an actual serial killer, okay, and he's kidnapping black women. Yes, you guys. Um, if you every 40 seconds in the United States, somebody goes missing. So where are these missing children? Where are these missing adults? I mean, think about it. 40 seconds. If you look on your phone or your watch and you look at it every 40 seconds, a person goes missing. If you go to the FBI website, this is people that are documented. Just think about the people that are not documented. Okay, every 40 seconds somebody goes missing. Okay, and we already know they drink the chrome out here. Okay, yeah, the chrome, and some people are not getting the chrome like they used to. Okay, the chrome, and I'm not going to explain about the chrome, but yeah, always watch your surroundings. They have different techniques that they're using now. Devil's breath is one of them. Okay, I'm coming back. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thanks. I know I'm just tired. I know I gotta finish. Yeah, but I'm not sure. She's saying I look nice, but I wasn't showing my face, you guys. Um, but I had a dream. What's that? I had a dream. A lady. Oh, what's devil's breath? Devil's breath is a plant that is grown in South America, and it was used for ceremonies and like ceremonies, rituals from the natives. And even if you touch devil's breath, it's a beautiful plant. Yeah, it's a beautiful plant. And what happens is if you even touch it on your skin, it will make you, it will knock you out. You won't have no memory. Okay. They use devil's breaths in ceremonies in Native America, in South America, not Native America, South America, because it's mostly grown in South America. Um, they 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 knew about this plant also with the what's the plant? Hold on. I always say this plant wrong. A lot of people take this plant. I actually ordered the tea for of this plant, but they don't get it. Um, how can I say it? It's not pure. Okay. This plant too. A lot of native plants that they use for ceremonies back then, people are using it not in a good way. Okay. A lot of these plants were healing plants. Okay. This plant right here. Okay. They were used for, what are you guys? For ceremonies. Okay. Now I ordered the tea of this. Okay. Now the more potent it is, you can actually go into different alter states. Okay. The one I'm talking about, the devil's breath. I'm gonna show you the plant. They get it to a liquid form or a powder form. Sometimes they just like blow it on you and you won't remember nothing. Okay. They'll rob you blind. Yes. Devil's breath. It will rob you blind. You won't remember nothing. There was a YouTuber and she touched it and she literally passed out right there on the live. Okay. This is what devil's breath looks like. It comes in like orange, yellow, white. Okay. They take the seeds out. But these plants you can't even touch. You're not supposed to touch them with your bare hands. Okay. Because you will go into a different altered state. Okay. These plants were used for ceremonies. Okay. Also, these plants were used when they would actually communicate with the ancestors. Okay. They would use these plants. Okay. Yes. But you won't remember anything. Okay. These plants were used for healing ceremonies, but you gotta understand a lot of things are reversed now. Okay, we're living in a reverse world. Okay, as above, so below. Okay. Um, they actually have a person here. You can Google devil's breath and what it's doing. Oh, and I heard fentanyl. You guys, I wanted to talk about fentanyl. They're lacing the weed with fentanyl. Okay, fentanyl, you guys. Yes, fentanyl. Okay. Yes. So high risk for addiction and dependency can cause respiratory distress and death when taken a high dose or when combined with other substances, especially alcohol or illicit drugs such as heroin and cocaine. So fentanyl is they're putting it in your weed now. Okay, fentanyl. Yes. Now fentanyl was administered for pain relief. Okay, so the like pain management and stuff. Yeah, that's why I quit years ago. Yeah, drugs is not good. Drugs is also a portal, like it's easy for entities to enter the, if you want to call it, the physical body. Okay. You're opening you're opening, you're being 555 on the clock. It's opening for other entities. Okay. So like if you drink alcohol, if you do weed has it depends if you grow it. Like this is crazy because a cop told me the same thing. I heard now they have horse trunk. Yes, even that. Yeah, it's crazy out here, you guys. I'm glad I don't do drugs. Okay, they have it all out here, and it's being mixed. So you have to be careful. Um, what you're out here doing. Okay, I just heard somebody talk about the weed being laced with um fentanyl, and I did hear about the horse. Okay, so y'all need to be careful. Like, don't do drugs. I know it's easy to say but hard to do. Um, but don't. And if you are doing smoking weed, you need to grow it. The weed that was so interesting. Um, my neighbors have they smoke a medical marijuana, and I really starting to believe that the medical marijuana for entertainment purposes has fentanyl in it. Okay, I don't know how. It's because it's not pure marijuana. Okay, so my question is, how's the fentanyl getting in, mixing bud with alcohol, making me feel a certain type of way? Like, oh, up, that's what, let me see. Mixing bud with alcohol made me feel a certain type of way. Maybe this is why people do it. Yeah, this is why people walk around here strange, you guys. Very strange. Telling you, very strange. If you notice like natives or like different tribes, when they have alcohol, it makes them crazy because they were never introduced to alcohol. Okay. I'm just seeing on the New York Post, and this is why I said I don't watch news. A New Jersey mom dies from fentanyl overdose in a mall parking lot. Okay. Um, people are dying like crazy. This is the next epidemic is going to be the fentanyl epidemic. Okay. Um, but I don't know what they're putting in this these people that are taking this manufacturing marijuana. They're taking out compounds. Medical bud is made only at one. It says what the rest of it. That's what I'm trying to say. What is in the rest of those marijuana? Like, what the hell is going on? Because people, like, I'm telling you guys, when I move here, there's so many videos I want to show you guys. Like, it's so crazy. This strange behavior, okay? And my neighbor, she has a medical marijuana license, and her behavior, well, her and the boyfriend, is just bizarre. The behavior is so bizarre, you guys. I have to get from around here, okay? Um, and she told me when I first moved in that she had, but my problem is the behavior is what is bothering me, okay? Because you don't know, um, and the gang stalking, okay? All right, it's really bothering me. Okay, um, and I'm surprised because this is not a bad area that I live in. But hey, you know, each his own. But I don't want that around me. Okay, do not want that around me at all. Right? Yeah, but as far as the black population, the African American communities, you guys, what they we seen in Flint, Michigan. I mean, this is happening everywhere. This is why I don't drink tap water. Um, I mean, really, to be honest, people should have been going to jail for that. Okay, yeah, they should have been going to jail for what happened in Flint. But you got to understand, um, if you test your water, if you get somebody to test your water right now, your water, okay, I'm talking about the faucet water, okay, this is everywhere, okay, everywhere, not just Flint, Michigan, okay, it's everywhere, okay, everywhere. This is why I suggest you don't drink tap water, okay. Also be careful what you're putting in your body, guys. I mean, ingesting in your body. I'm telling you. I did a read on spiritual meaning of food, like of the meat. It's deep. Okay. The Kabbalah talks about it. I think the Quran talks about it. Different books talk about spiritual meaning of meat. We were never supposed to be eating meat. Okay, and we don't know what they're putting in the meat. Okay. We do not know. But if you eat places and you feel sick, I mean, telling you guys, telling you. But for a long time, um, okay, I pulled the Six of Pentacles. Okay, everything's about money. Okay, money and wealth, right? The currency of our money is going to change. Um, this is coming. Okay, I feel like cryptocurrency was a scam. Oh, hey, my son is April 2nd, a day late. Hey, how are you doing on Earth? I haven't heard from you for a while. The currency, our money's going to change. Okay, even our IDs are going to be on our phone. Okay, they're going to be on our phone, you guys. I'm not even making this up. Okay, facial recognition. Remember? Yes, it's coming. Okay, it is coming. The banking system, the tower. Okay, this is to change this, the currency. Okay, as we know it. All right, the tower, the currency. Okay. Also, the facial recognition, like the IDs, is going to be different. We're going to just go to the airport and just scan. Oh yeah, this is definitely in the making here. Now TikTok, um, TikTok. I said this before, you guys. TikTok is run from China. Okay. Um, they're going to try to. People are like, "Oh, I'm gonna delete my Facebook. I'm gonna delete my Instagram." Because TikTok, they're, the Chinese knows what's going on with the TikTok. It's a Chinese base, right? Now, if you want to know about Chinese technology, I put many videos up. Some of my videos have been taken down. Okay, I got censored. Okay, go Google the China. Yep, look at this. This is telling me the TikTok. Okay, they're gonna win with the TikTok being taken down. Okay, they're gonna win. They're gonna say it's a security breach to the American people. Okay, which in some way China is, to be honest with you. Um, China doesn't have our best interests in heart, you guys. I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I have to. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time. They're taken from the Africans in Africa. There's Chinese everywhere in Africa. Okay, the Chinese, yes. I don't have nothing against Chinese, but I'm just saying they're trying to take control of the whole world. Okay, they're in Africa. They're everywhere in Africa. Okay, They're buying up African businesses. They're partnering with the African presidents. I mean, this is out of hand here. Okay. And the Africans are going to get tired of them, just like they got tired of everybody else coming over there, stealing from them and taking from them. Okay. The ancestors are speaking. They're just tired of all this craziness that are going on. The veil is thin, so they're showing us. Okay. Um, you said your son's birthday is April. My son is April 2nd, a day late. Yeah. My kids are born all in April. So I got Aries. Imagine that. Got fire. Fire and earth. Fire and earth. Yeah. So they are very opinionated kids, but real respectful. Okay. Really respectful. But how old is your son going to be? And my grandson's birthday is in April. His birthday is the day after my son. All my children were born in April. And both my girls was going to be born on the same day, but different years. That's interesting, right? Yep. So I got 2 Aries and 1 Taurus, and I have my grandson is also Aries. So I got a lot of fire around me. Now I did my natal chart. I don't think it's right. Some people on their natal chart, I don't have some placements. I don't know if you guys don't have some placements. Okay. I'm not an astrologer. I want to learn it. There's 3 or 4 different kinds. There's Vedic, there's Western astrology. But I just want to learn it because everything you would know about your whole life through your chart. It's very interesting. Okay. Yeah. The chart. Okay. Your birth chart. Yes. Okay. A lot of presidents use astrologers. One president that I used astrologer. Um, One president. I'm seeing what's his name. He was an actor. He was a Republican. He used astrologer. A lot of presidents use astrologers. Um, what was his name? Um, he was a Republican. He was an actor. He used astrologer. Okay. Reagan, Ronald Reagan. He's not the only one. Okay. A lot of them use astrologer. They're saying yes. Okay. Um, but I have a lot of empty space in my chart, which I think is interesting. And I was also looking that up. But I'm gonna get my chart done again. Um, I had a Western chart. I want to do the Vedic. That's the Indian. Because to me, I think they're the more accurate charts because before the Indians get married, they go and they read the other partner's chart. Okay, and their marriages last for years. Okay, when they get married, they stay together. Okay, so I wouldn't mind learning the Vedic chart from somebody that was Indian from India. Okay, um, I would love to learn it. Astrology. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, we're in the time of Aquarius, so there's gonna be a lot of weird energy around, a lot of release energy, things that were hidden that are no longer gonna be hidden. Okay, they're gonna be revealed to us. Okay, there's a lot of transformation here, and this is good. Okay, if you have any any kind of toxic manipulation around you, it's going to be revealed, or even if you're toxic, Okay, it's going to be revealed. You're going to have that aha moment. Or maybe it's me. Maybe it's not others. Okay. Right. And a lot of you guys are going to find true love. Okay. A lot of people are isolating. Okay. Because they're learning a lot about themselves, the hermit. Self-isolation, self-reflecting. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of movement. Okay. A lot of people moving. I'm moving. There's a lot of activity around where I'm at, and it's time for me to go. I should have been going. There's gonna be a lot of this happening. Okay. It's okay, right? A lot of people that were owed money, that were manipulated, that were gang stock, that is going to stop. Okay, I mean gang stock will stop, but a lot of things will be exposed for what they really are. So pay attention to your dreams, because I'm hearing dreams. You're gonna get a lot of information and downloads in your dreams. Okay. When you wake up, write them down. There's messages that are coming through your dreams. Okay. Yep. Through the dream state. Okay. I just had a dream yesterday. It was very interesting. Okay. Um, which I didn't write down, but I am going to write it down because it was a message, and I knew what message it was. It was saying that somebody was watching me. Okay. I feel you. I hate the gang stalking. Yes, it's ridiculous. I had a dream that somebody was watching me, and I know who it was. My ancestors were just showing me, so their face was revealed. Okay, it's nothing bad. You can watch me all you want to watch me. uh, the ancestors are not playing, you guys. They're not. It's like fire energy. Like they say, if you want to get up and dance. I remember one day I was in here and I just got up and I just started dancing because I was dancing with my ancestors. Okay, yeah, literally, I got up and start dancing. Okay, and a lot of people are going to be beaten to their own drums. Okay, yes, their own drums. This is fire. Okay, a lot of people are going to have that fire energy where they're going to feel like there's something you need to do or you always wanted to do and you've been procrastinating and you're going to make movement. Okay, but you're going to be beaten to your own drums. Okay, your own drums, not other people's. There's not going to be. It's going to be unlimited conditions on what you're going to be able to do. Okay, you're going to be free from a lot of manipulation, a lot of toxic places, people, and things. Remember, you guys. All right, you guys. All right, I'm gonna get one more card, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, and I'm gonna send you guys nothing but love and light. Wow, this energy keeps coming up. Look, somebody out here is in manipulative energy, or is being manipulated, but they're gonna be free from this energy. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. If you guys are in this energy, you will be free from this energy. Okay. Remember, fear is only illusion. Okay. This energy is only illusion, and it's only what you give power to. Okay. Release it, let it go. This energy never has control. Okay. Never. They want to, but they can't. Okay. All right. It's a manipulation tactic. Okay. For your mind, raise your vibration, raise your conscience. Okay. Because this energy is coming in. This toxic manipulation that's around you will be removed, and the sun will shine. Your birthday can actually be on the 15th, or your life path is 15. Peace and love too. Love and light. Your life 15 could be a life path, number 19. Okay. Things will be revealed. All right, you guys. All right, this is Jennifer Phillips. I'm sending you love and light. Love and light, my beautiful souls. Bye, you guys. Margaret, if you're on here or you watch this, please reach out to me. I got you some herbs, girl. Okay. And I want to give you the P.O. box. Okay. And I also want to do a read for you. All right, you guys. Love and light. Love and light, my beautiful souls.